88.9 WERS.
Hi, my name's Nina from 88.9 WERS, and I'm here with Thao of Thao and the Get Down, Stay Down at Life is Good Festival. How are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Very good. So you guys just played, and it was a really, really exceptional set. I mean, you had everyone moving, people who were big fans and those who hadn't heard of you yet. But it was really interesting to see. So you played like a whole array of instruments. You were playing guitar, side guitar, you were playing banjo and mandolin at one point. So how long did it take to learn all those instruments? I know that you started playing at an early age, correct?
I started playing guitar around 12 or 13, and slide and the rest of them only, more recently in the past couple of years. And I don't claim to be proficient on banjo and mandolin, but it's more I wanted to start writing songs on different instruments just to open up the songwriting aspect. So it's more of a fake it till you make it approach. But I'm a huge old time and Appalachian music fan, so I've always wanted to start incorporating banjo and mandolin.
So then did you teach yourself how to play those instruments? Because it was like, you know one, you start to like learn how the other ones work, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. And guitar is sort of a gateway drug, and then you can sort of, noodle around and figure out what you need to figure out, yeah.
And then during some of the other songs too, you and other members of the band would head back and then join in on the drums, and it just becomes like a very, very loud, like very energetic addition to it. So how is that? Is that something that came about during live performances? You realized you might as well go over and add to that, or is it like that on recordings as well?
That's only for live settings that we do that. Well, that song in particular, it's called Beat, Health, Life, and Fire, and so and it's a very beat-driven song, and for our live show, it's more fun for us to do that, and I think it's more fun for the crowd for them to see a change up.
And so you had an album come out earlier this year, and featured on that is Joanna Newsom. So what was it like working with her? Was that like a big influence in changing the sound on that album, or was it kind of more like she was on board to help out in whatever way was needed?
Joanna's great, and it was more I asked her, and I was hoping she would agree just to sing on a song that was already written when I'd met her. But we were at this writing retreat together for songwriters off the coast of Seattle called Hedgebrook. So anyway, we both were there. We'd been invited there as women songwriters to attend this retreat, and I had finished that song, and I wrote it with the idea that there would be sort of an ongoing harmony throughout the song. And I asked if she would sing it, and so we demoed it, and then later she recorded her part in New York, and she was so gracious to do it.
Is there anyone else that you would like have in mind to do future collaborations, or people realistic or maybe far-fetched? But
well, I grew up listening to Lucinda Williams, when I was in high school, and then she became a really major influence on how I sing and how I play and the songs I write. So that's more of a pipe dream, but it would be Lucinda Williams. Yeah.
So Life is Good is obviously like a very positive festival and like a lot of good vibes going. So what's one thing that like if you're ever having a down day, or kind of like your go-to method of cheering yourself up, or just reminding yourself that life is good?
I wish I had a go-to, or I would feel better more frequently. I think meditating, or just stopping and breathing and paying attention to your breath is good. I had a friend who would always change her outfit if she was in a bad mood, and that seemed to work. So I do that. Going outside helps, and then thinking about my job, that's pretty sweet, and I'm really lucky to have it, so I should not be an asshole. It's good.
Cool. So playing outside at a festival like this, do you feel like it better suits your sound to have like that open landscape and openness that, versus even other festivals, sometimes you're in like a closed off stage?
I prefer to play indoor venues just because you feel like you can establish a better connection with the crowd. Outdoor festivals are really fun, and there's sort of a looseness to them, but which we really like. But I prefer to to be able to feel, I think a live show, there's so much reciprocation that needs to happen for it to be the best it can be, and it's easier to watch that exchange of energy happen in an indoor venue. But we had a great time today, and everyone. The thing with outdoor festivals is it's nice outside. Everybody is in the mood to have a good time, and that's why they came, and that's why we're here as well. One thing I'll add, that life is the sort of ethos behind this festival, which is that all the money goes to those in need. I really am so glad that they did that, and I haven't come across a festival that would donate all of its proceeds, and it's in line with our record. That's based a lot on sort of collective energy and community and taking care of each other.
So then our final question, I guess, is WRS is a non-commercial station, and we play a lot of local acts within the Boston area and then larger artists as well. And we really take pride in that and try to get involved with the community and then just remind people that, there's new music out there all the time. So either in your career as a musician or even just growing up, how has public radio helped you just as the years have gone along?
Oh, I would have no career without public radio, and I really firmly believe that, and I'm so grateful that it exists, and I am scared in all the ways that it is threatened, with lack of funding and so on and so forth. And as a listener, I only listen to public radio, and I really appreciate how much it gives and how little it takes, and we have to keep it safe. But I know, everyone that I know in indie rock or whatever kind of music I play, which I'm not really sure, but all my friends, no one could exist without the exposure that public radio has given them and the kind of support. And how else will people hear music? You can't turn on a commercial station anymore and hear anything that hasn't been preordained. So.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Of course.
And once again, my name's Nina with 88.9 WERS.